Hello everyone! Welcome to this OfficeLogix Shop tutorial on the Herman Miller Aeron Classic Stool version. This comprehensive guide is essential for learning, unboxing, and installing the Aeron Stool version. Addressing a common Aeron chair issue, where the chair descends and ascends on its own without operating the height adjustment. Adjusting the backrest perfectly, especially if you've encountered difficulties during installation. Let's begin with unboxing and installing the chair. Open the box and remove the contents. It's highly recommended to keep the box in packaging until the end of your return period. Now install the casters. Flip the base over and insert the gas cylinder. Now take the stool ring and loosen the knob on the side to set the ring to the desired height, then tighten it. Insert the seat on top of the gas cylinder. Usually, you should be able to test the chair's height adjustment without any issue. However, if you notice that the chair is rising on its own or sinking when you sit in it without using the height adjustment button on the side, then stick around to find out how to easily solve this issue. Now take the chair's back and remove the 4 screws. Place the back and insert the screws again, then tighten them securely. If you're facing any difficulties in installing the back, the next section of this video will provide some expert tips to ensure a perfect fit. The lumbar support pad comes installed by default. However, if needed, you can insert it as shown. Your Herman Miller Aeron Classic Stool version is ready for use. Now let's fix the height adjustment if it's automatically sinking or going up. If you experience an unexpected descent when you sit, or notice the chair rising on its own when you stand, don't worry. Your chair is not broken. It just requires a quick and simple adjustment. This happens frequently, so consider it a part of the chair assembly process. If your chair arrived in this state, it's merely a part of the process and you need to balance it. All you need to do is adjust the pin located under the cover. Begin by removing the cover as demonstrated. Once the cover is removed, locate the pin. We'll zoom in to show you what you have to do exactly. Using an Allen wrench or a hex key, you have to tighten the pin. If it was loose, you shouldn't tighten it too much to prevent it from breaking. That's why you should rotate it quarter by quarter. The whole point of loosening stems from the pin touching the top of the cylinder, causing it to be overactivated. So going counterclockwise will balance the situation and return the pin to its original position. You can always tighten a bit, then check if it's working again, until you're satisfied with the result. Again, if you overdid it, you can always loosen it a bit. Your main goal is to reach a balanced state. When you're done, give it a go. Our engineer here is showing you that if you balanced it correctly, it will function as intended. Even if you sit on it, it won't sink by itself. And if you stand up, it will stay at the same height. Finally, put the cover back on. And there you have it. Your Herman Miller Aeron is ready to go. Now we will show you how to get the back perfectly in its place in case you had some issues installing it. If you ordered a Herman Miller Aeron chair and wondered why the back doesn't fit, we have the solution. You might think that you received the wrong sized back, which might not be the case. So in this video, we will show you how to overcome this issue step by step. First of all, you have to make sure that you have the right size back for your Aeron chair. Put your fingers under the back upper lip to confirm the size. You're looking for the dots. 1 dot means it's a size A, 2 dots it's a size B, and 3 dots for the size C. Once you confirm that you have the right size, then the issue can be easily fixed. Now you have to check the yoke to see if there's a gap between the metal yoke and the plastic bushing. If the plastic bushing and the yoke are separated, then that's likely the problem, and they need to be readjusted and pushed back together. You have 3 ways to do that. You can try doing it manually by using both hands to apply force to push them together. This is the straightforward method. If that didn't work, you can use a rubber mallet. If that didn't work either, then you have to use the diagonal bolt trick. What you have to do here is to insert one of the back bolts into one of the corners. Once that bolt is inserted and tightened, you move on to the opposing corner. So, if you insert the bolt here, you should now shift your focus to this point. Then try to push and align the holes. Once you do that, you can insert the bolt. Now it's going to be a little bit tight, but once you start tightening the back bolt, it will align with the top yoke hole. The more you tighten these bolts, the more these yokes will start to get closer and close the gap, and make it easier to install. And then after you do the first two, you're going to do the remaining back bolts, and it will become significantly easier. The problem is now completely solved. Please remember to always check for the gap if you face this issue. Please like this video if it's helpful, and feel free to let us know if you want any specific fixing tutorial.